Welcome back. Our team spotlight tonight shines on two high school athletes who had Prairie Central High School rocking all year. Stars of a conference champion and top-ranked team in football and basketball. Two Prairie Central Hawk legends forever. Welcome back to Prep Rally this week. We are truly all Prairie Central Hawks. It's just hard to believe the news we heard on Monday that Dylan Bazell and Drew Fair had died in a sledding accident in Colorado. They're two young men who are all over our highlights the past 3 and 4 years. Certainly heroes in Prairie Central. I want to thank the coaches, the teammates who helped me put together this story as we honor Dylan and Drew, Hawks forever.
As an all-state fullback and linebacker, Drew Fair made football look easy at Prairie Central. As an all-state guard, Dylan Bazell made basketball look easy at Prairie Central. But their Hawks teammates know how hard these two worked at becoming all-state players.
Well, I mean, both of them were definitely gifted, but their work ethic was above all. Just in both sports, Drew, you couldn't outwork him. In the weight room, he's always working. Dylan, practice would be over and he'd be in the gym for another 30 minutes.
As an all-state fullback and linebacker, Drew Fair made football look easy at Prairie Central. As an all-state guard, Dylan Bazell made basketball look easy at Prairie Central. But their Hawks teammates know how hard these two worked at becoming all-state players.
Well, I mean, both of them were definitely gifted, but their work ethic was above all. Just in both sports, Drew, you couldn't outwork him. In the weight room, he's always working. Dylan, practice would be over and he'd be in the gym for another 30 minutes, getting his shots up. He had to perfect his game. You couldn't outwork him. Two phenomenal athletes.
In football, in basketball, in track, Dylan and Drew were among the state's best. They were all state athletes, but they didn't care about all state individual honors. They were Hawks and proud of it.
They didn't care about anything about themselves, what they were accomplishing. They just cared about the team, how we were doing.
Oh, no! Let's go, Drew!
One of the things I really liked about Drew was, this comes from an offensive lineman standpoint, is after every game he always thanked his O-line, and because he had so many rushing touchdowns and the O-line barely gets any praise, and he always said thank you in his interviews to the O-line.
I mean, yeah, they loved doing what they did, and it was never about them. It was always, what can I do to make the team better, and what can we do to win? Because I mean, that's all they cared about was winning. And you gotta love playing with guys like that because it just makes everybody better.
Yeah, some of the most humble people I've ever met in my life. They always put other people before themselves. Playing with them as teammates, they always look for your interests and not their own. They always ask what they could do better for you and not themselves.
Fair and Bazell were humble superstars. They were remarkable teammates. But much more than that, they were remarkable friends.
I mean, they were serious on and off the court, but yeah, I mean, it was just awesome being around them. I mean, they loved having fun. They loved being around their friends, and it was just, they're just great kids.
They did everything you would want a high school student athlete to do. They were just great people, and I think that's what makes it harder than anything. They weren't just great athletes. They were really good people, and they will be missed dearly.
After a school year filled with remarkable joy on the gridiron and on the basketball court, the pain this week at Prairie Central is oh so real, but so are the remarkable memories.
I mean, I've known them since kindergarten, and they're like my brothers, basically. I mean, everybody's gonna remember them as great athletes, but they're also great people. It's been awesome to play with them my whole life.
Again, a very big thank you to those teammates and coaches of Dylan and Drew. We are all Hawks. We're all thinking of you. We're all praying with you.